Hey everybody, so a lot of you suggested that I should do some more sit down video in my channel. Apparently you like to listen to what I am going to say. You like to listen to my thoughts. So here it is, another sit down video for you all. I've made a very similar topic last week. If you haven't seen that, I'm gonna put a link on the top right hand corner of your screen. And it's all about the Philippines. But in today's video, I will be talking about the things that I've missed about the UK. Okay, so you may or may not know, I am living in Norway, but I used to live in the UK for 10 years. Okay, so I will be just sharing to you the things that I've missed while I was living there. We're gonna start with food because that's the main thing that I really miss about the UK, food. Okay, so first thing is fish and chips. This is a Friday tradition that we do. So fish and chips, we normally order them on a Friday night. So the UK is plagued with chip shops. So like in one town, there's so many chip shops in every corner. So Great Britain is very big with fish and chips. They're very famous with it and they're very, very delicious. So that's what I've missed so much. I know there's fish and chips here, there's fish and chips everywhere in the world, but in Britain, it is like a tradition that we do on a Friday and it's absolutely delicious. So I miss fish and chips in the UK. Secondly is I also miss the bonfire nights. So every 5th of November, we do a bonfire night. It's a tradition that we do in the UK, or as we call it, a Guy Fawkes night. So everybody in town or in the city, they go into one place. They will gather there and then they will make this huge bonfire, and then after that they will do a fireworks. And they will have some rides, they will have some food. It's like a festival at night. So I really miss that a lot, and in every year that I've been living there, I've never missed any bonfire night. We always go on the 5th of November. It always happens on the 5th of November. I know that some parts of the UK, sometimes they do it earlier, sometimes later, but traditionally it is the 5th of November. So bonfire night I miss the most because they always make it good and it's great. I like fireworks. I like bonfire night, and it's in winter's day, so it's just nice to have all your winter clothes and to have this giant bonfire in front of your face. So yeah, that's one thing. Thirdly is I miss pork pies. Now pork pies in the UK is I would say very famous as well. Like when you're in the UK, they always say, have you tried a pork pie, or have you had a pork pie? Pork pie is just, I really like them. They're absolutely delicious. And every time I go to a grocery store, I always grab one with pickled onions in it. It's divine. I really like it. It's delicious. So I miss those small things like, bits and pieces and that you've just not imagined you're gonna miss once you leave the country. So miss those. Fourthly is I miss Primark. Now Primark is very British. You can't see any Primark anywhere in Europe, I don't think anyway. Only in the UK. Now Primark is a shopping place. It's a shopping store. So you can buy them cheap clothes, jewelries, accessories, even homeware, everything. So we normally go in Primark Nottingham, but I know there's one in London which is super big as well. So Primark, I really miss them. They are very affordable. I would say really cheap when it comes to, in comparison to any other high street brands like H&M or Zara. But Primark, I really miss them, and I wish that if I'm gonna go back one day to the UK, I'm gonna like splurge myself and just like buy £200 worth of Primark stuff. I've made like a haul, like an autumn haul about Primark many years ago. So I'm gonna put a link on the top right hand corner of your screen if you haven't seen that, because it's fun. So yeah, I miss Primark. And next thing that I've missed is friends. I've made a lot of friends since I live in the UK for 10 years. I made mostly international friends, mainly British, obviously. But I have lots of Polish friends, French, Spanish, Lithuanian, somewhere from Middle Eastern or Eastern Europe. I've made a lot of friends with them, and I'm still in contact with them up until now. So yeah, I really miss them. I just like different cultures, but you're actually connected. Like I know that there are some talks about like people in the West or like people somewhere in Europe that's not very friendly or something like that, but really like French and Lithuanian and Polish, they're very, very friendly people. So I really miss just having chat with them and just like, yeah, just hanging out with them. I really miss my friends so much, so I miss them. That's fifth. Sixth is another food. Sunday roast. Right, there's a picture, a Sunday roast. If there's anything missing in that plate, it's not a Sunday roast. So Sunday roast, it must be complete. So anything that you can see in that picture is a Sunday roast. Sunday roast dinner. So we normally have them Sunday lunch. So it's a Sunday lunch. So mostly it's a family day. A lot of people goes in the pub. So it's like a pub restaurant. They'll order Sunday roast, or people that will just gonna cook in their house, they will always make Sunday roast. Well, mostly anyway, Sunday roast on a Sunday. So it's more of like a get-together thing with family, with friends, having a Sunday roast dinner or Sunday roast in the plate. So that's one thing that I really missed, because it's more of like a tradition. Like every Sunday you have a Sunday roast, you invite your family and your friends, and you have this meal together. So yeah. There's actually a lot of, I've just realized there's actually a lot of things that you can really miss about the UK. Okay, seventh is another food. I just feel like everything is about food in this video. So number 7 is food, which is the full English breakfast. You may heard about it, it's very famous. So that picture, full English breakfast. Again, if there's anything missing in that picture, it's not going to be full English breakfast. So it needs to have a black pudding, a tomato, and beans and bacon, and everything should be complete if it's a full English breakfast. If it's not complete, then it's not a full English breakfast. So I really miss them. Normally, we ate them, I would say Saturday morning or Sunday morning. Every weekend, we normally have a full English breakfast. So I absolutely miss them, because it's just nice. Even if you like go out in a weekend, like go in a pub restaurant and it's still the morning, then you can still order full English breakfast. It's very traditional. So yeah, I really miss those a lot. And they're absolutely delicious if you haven't tried them. So if you are interested and curious about it, you can always make one on your own, or you can just try them and see if you can find any other British pub or British restaurants. Okay, 8 is I miss London. I miss London as a city. I've been to New York, I've been to Paris, I've been to like big cities that are very, very popular. A lot of tourists going there. But to me, London is one of the best cities in the world. It is really great. It's, if you're into like traditions and seeing old buildings and medieval looking and just really preserving the heritage and the character of the building, then London is really your thing. Because when I went to New York, everything is just concrete jungle. Everything is like new and shiny and just tall. But in London, to me, it's got a soul. There is a soul in the city because there's so much history in it, and it's absolutely pretty. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful city. I've been to Paris and I fell in love with Paris, but London is just amazing. So I just miss like being in London, being around in London. So yeah, really miss them. Okay, ninth is I miss British programs. Okay, I don't normally watch all of the British programs, and to be honest, I don't really like the drama. Yeah, I don't really like soap operas very much with British programs. What I normally and miss watching is in the morning at 10 a.m. I watch This Morning. I just like watching it. Yeah, so I miss that because I couldn't get that here in Norway. And then when it's around this time, when it's closer to Christmas, we normally watch I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And it's like, again, it's like a traditional thing. Like in my workplace, we always talk about it like it's the jungle. It's the jungle show, it's coming. And so when it's closer to Christmas, we know that it's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. So it's like a talk of the town, and it's very popular. We always talk about it at work, and yeah, it's just really, you just really miss those things. Like every time the Christmas is approaching, you'll be like, oh, I'm a celebrity already. Like who is in the show, like. Yeah, so I miss those programs. A lot of British programs are really, really, really good. But some of them are rubbish. But most of them are really good. So I miss British programs. Last but not the least is I really miss a good afternoon tea. Now you may or may not heard about it, but afternoon tea, it's very British. So you're gonna have a tea, either a brown or you want it with milk or sugar, and you need to have like a cakes or sandwiches like in small cuts. We're gonna have a scones with jam or butter. It's very traditional. I'm gonna put a picture so you can see what it looks like. A traditional English breakfast, traditional afternoon tea there, because it's my head, it's just full of food. Yeah, afternoon tea, very traditional. If you're gonna visit the UK, you must try all the things that I've mentioned. Well, you must try all the food that I've mentioned, especially the afternoon tea. We normally do them traditionally. It's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's where we always say like tea time. It's tea time. Yeah, every 3 p.m. So just missing the UK so much. If you've been to the UK or any other suggestion that you can think of that I can't think of at the moment, I know there's so many things to like about the UK, you can always put it on the comment section below. And I am going to see you on my next video. Bye guys!